Okay folks, so this is growatt inverter upgrade, 5000 watt ES, and it's the maximum watts you can put here on this inverter is 6000 watts. Okay, so the voltage input on this inverter is 430 volts, so you got to be careful to stay within that voltage range. You know, you can max it out at 6,000, but you still want to be in the threshold of 430 volts. So right now, as you can see, I'm producing 2,240 watts of power coming from the solar panel, and I'm also taking some power in the meantime from the grid, which is 928 watts of power I'm taking from the grid. So today is like a cloudy day, right? So I got like 14 panels, 300 watt each on the roof. So that would give me 4,200 watts. But because it's a cloudy day, I'm only producing 2,250 watts. And also that 2,250 watts is supplying to the first priority of the batteries. So this is the batteries here, right? This is rack mounted batteries. They are 100 amp hour each, right? At 5,120 watt hours. Okay, so I got 4 pieces here. Well, actually, the customer got 4 pieces. So if I was going to turn this on, so as you can see, the battery are charging, state of charge is 65%, and it's charging. So current is 10 amps. It's at 53 volts. Okay, so this is great batteries, man. It has a breaker. It comes with a breaker. So it's the EG4 gold batteries from Signature Solar. Okay, folks. So these batteries is 6,000 cycles, and they will last you 20 years. So altogether, the customer got 400 amp hours. All right. So if you multiply 400 amp hours by 48 volts, you get close to 20 kilowatt hours. That's how you do it, folks. So this is the combiner box. This is where the wires, or the wires from the solar panel will first make it first entry. So this is practically one string. Okay, we got one string, positive and negative. So I'm going to open it for you guys. All right, so you got, actually I got 2 strings here, but for now I'm only using one string. So we got one positive, one negative. And the main one here, this is the main breaker, will shut the power from the solar panel to the inverter. Alright, this is a great combiner box. There's 2 strings set up. We got a lightning arrestor, and you got a main breaker to it. Okay, I'm going to show this off. This one here is a 200 amp breaker for the battery. Although the battery got its own breaker, like you can see, the battery got its own breaker. Alright, each battery got its own breaker. But I also hooked up a main breaker to the inverter. So this main inverter here is a 200 amp main breaker. Once I shut it off, no power or no DC power won't go to the inverter or come into the battery. Okay, so this is just for protection. All right, so here comes the inverter now. As you can see, Again, this is a different screen. I am producing 210 volts from the PV, and I am taking 10.8 watts from the grid as we speak. So like I said, you know, it's a cloudy day, and the grid is not the solar panel is not producing as much. Usually at this time of the day, it goes up to like 3005, 2008, 2009. So because the is not sufficient, I am taking a little bit from the grid, but that's fine. This over here is what you call an auto transformer from growatt. Alright, what this does is it produces its own neutral to give you a split phase 240 volt. Okay. Next we have, this is an AC combiner box. So let me show you guys this. This is an AC combiner box. So we have the feed coming from the input from the inverter, comes into this breaker box. Okay, then I got the 25 amp for the growatt midpoint transformer, auto transformer actually, and the other 50 amp is for these critical load panels. Alright, so the critical load, this is where the customer has internet, lights, washer and dryer, the boiler, garage opener, and etc. and etc. So this is what you call critical load panels. Alright, this is what the battery is going to supply when the night comes. So when it gets dark, there is no solar anymore from the sun, the battery actually kicks in. Alright folks, so the system is working very great and there is no issues. The customer is happy. You get all the tags, all the red labels, everything got to be looking professional. So folks, if I come back over here a little bit, I can show you guys how the system look. Alright, this is how the system look. The next video, I'm going to open up all the covers and I'm going to show you guys how everything look like. Alright, how I wired it, how I grounded it. This is the grounding over here, the grounding system. Alright, I got two ground rods. Got two ground rods here, and they all got to be bonded. Alright, so this is the part of the system I'm going to show you guys. But right now, these batteries are working as designed. You know, they are rack mounted batteries, 16 cell, lithium phosphate. And right now you can see this one is a 66%. This one fall behind by 2%. This one is the third one is 66%, and the fourth one is 64%. So in another couple hours, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut number 1 off, and I'm going to shut number 3 off, and then let number 2 battery and number 4 battery charge until they get to 66%. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to let everything charge. Well, this one just went up to 65%, so it's not that bad, you know, in the range. They usually, in the end of the day, they usually come out to be even anywhere. So far folks, the system is working as designed. For the next videos, stay tuned. I'm going to keep you guys posted. I'm going to take everything, like I said, I'm going to take the covers off and I'll show you guys how I wire the system. Alright, so peace out. See you guys in the next video.